Good afternoon, welcome back to the channel. You join me in Spain. I've just finished filming a yacht tour video aboard this 1963 gentleman's cruiser that was built in Scotland. What I'm going to do now is take you around this boat and just show you some of my favourite features on board. If you want to see the full yacht tour, make sure you head to the link in the comments and the links in the video description, and I'll give you a more technical walkthrough of this boat. But join me as we come on board. As you can see, the sheer on that boat is absolutely beautiful. I love it. It's got a really nice shape to that hull. And also you'll notice as well, it's got a canoe-shaped stern. Now, as I say, this was built in 1963 in Scotland. There's only 5 of these hulls actually made. The other two of them are no longer sailing, unfortunately. One of them is currently located in Tasmania, and the other one is sailing around the Mediterranean, around Greece. But yeah, this is an exceptional example of this boat. This boat actually went through a full refit in 2015 and 2016. And as you'll see in a minute when I take you down below, the owner has done an exceptional job. Coming up to the bow, one of my favourite features up here is really just the shape of the bow. And as I said, the sheer is something that is really noticeable about this boat. If we stand at the bow and I hold the camera up level, you can see how high we are compared to the superstructure. But yeah, I think that's a really nice touch. The boat itself, overall, she has a length of 20 metres, which is 66 feet. She's got a beam of 5 metres, which is 16 feet and 4 inches. And she's got a draft of 2.8 metres, which is 5.9 foot. Roughly. She's powered by twin 127 brake horsepower Gardner engines, and we're going down the engine room in a minute and have a look around there. Another one of the features that I love about this boat is this radar. Why, you might ask, why do I like a radar as a favourite feature? Well, considering the size of this boat, that radar is pretty powerful. It's got a range of 70 or just over 70 nautical miles, which is really impressive for a boat of this size. As we walk back towards the stern along the port side walk, see over here we've got the teak cap rails atop the bulwarks, and also plenty of places to grab onto as you move around the boat whilst you're at sea. Let's head towards the aft section of the coach roof, and I'll take you up here very briefly and show you another one of my favourite features. So one of my favourite features up here is this funnel. You don't see many of these, do you? Well, obviously bearing in mind this was built in 1963, there's not many boats actually still operating that were built in that era. So yeah, I do like the funnel. That there is a stack for the heating system. That's the winter stack. The summer one is actually a lot smaller than that, and it's currently stowed away. Right, let's head off of the coach roof, and I'll do this one-handed. I need to make sure I don't fall backwards into the sea, because I'm pretty sure this DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is not waterproof. If you want one of these cameras, by the way, they're great for vlogging. Head to the link in the video description, and I've got an affiliate link there where you can grab one for yourself. But yeah, look at this stern, canoe-shaped stern, really good for sea keeping. And if we go over here on the starboard side, we enter the saloon. Put my sunglasses down. So here we go in the saloon on split level. Actually step down into the main dining area. A formal dining area over here on the port side. Starboard side, got a retractable TV. Stows away nicely. A really nice galley as well. Got your usual appliances, everything you need for long range cruising. Got an oven there. Got the convection hob as well. Plenty of storage space to stow away all of your gear. Lots of drawers. Loads of stuff in here. So one of my favourite features in the galley, these 3 buttons here. Now if you've ever spent any time on a boat, you'll know that when you're underway it can be a bit of a pain in terms of the drawers coming out. Not everybody wants the fixtures and fittings that you would typically expect to find on a boat that kind of prevents these from coming out when you're underway. So ingeniously what the owner of this boat did during the refit, he actually put these 3 magnetic switches. So what it means is that when they are turned on, you cannot open that. So there's no way, even when you're powering through the gnarly stuff, that those drawers are going to open. And look, if I turn them off, you should be able to hear it. Not sure if you heard that, but yeah, that's a really, really good feature. Something I've not seen before on a boat, which is why it's one of my favourite features on this particular boat. Right, let's go through the saloon, step up into the wheelhouse. Another feature I really like, the underfloor indirect lighting there. Well, not underfloor, but you get my drift. Here we have a traditional wheelhouse. Now, everything on here in terms of the throttle control levers, as an example, these are the original ones, and they were completely refurbished by the current owner. So you just imagine how many nautical miles these have seen, but look at the condition they're in. Really, really nice condition. And look, that traditional magnetic compass as well, sat there amidships. Most of you will probably recognise this. In here we have a disc that spins really, really quickly, so that if you are powering through the really gnarly stuff, then that spinning disc makes sure that all the water stays off that window. So even if these other windows here, you can't see out of them because of the amount of water or snow or whatever hitting them, this one will always stay clear, which is pretty handy because it's the amidships one as well. So you get a good enough view even through that to navigate your way along if for whatever reason the other windows you can't see out of them due to the weather conditions. Nice seating area over there. Let me show you the vantage point actually. If I sit in the captain's chair, there we go, look at that. Obviously that blind's shut at the moment, but you can open that and you can take that netting off as well off that window. But yeah, what a commanding view. That's the control there for the searchlight. What do you think? Do you think I suit this boat? I would love a boat like this. Just imagine cruising around the coast of the Med on this, which is what the owner has done actually. He spent a lot of time on this boat cruising around the Med and has spent up to sort of 2 to 3 months on it at a time. So yeah, it just goes to show, you know, this is a liveaboard explorer that has some genuine ability to do some long range cruising. Right, continue onwards and upwards. Let's go into the engine room, because that is another one of my favourite features on this boat. As I say, I'm not going to show you everything because I'll just be repeating what I've done on my other video on Yacht Boy. This is really just about the favourite features. But let me just show you the accommodation anyway, just so you can have a quick look, in case you don't get a chance to see my other video. Right, let's head back up the stairs. There's grab rails everywhere on this boat, so that when you are moving around, punching through those big white horses, there's always plenty to grab onto. Now, when I step into the engine room, you'll probably see straight away why it is one of my favourite features. I'm not an engineer, or definitely not a marine engineer, or any sort of engineer really, but even I can appreciate the beauty of these Gardner engines. These were completely overhauled and refurbished, but look at the condition of them. The copper pipes on there, look at that. Considering, you know, these engines are over 60 years old, they are just absolutely beautiful. This engine room, the whole engine room is pretty stunning, to be honest with you. You've got that ladder over there, leads up onto the upper deck as well. Another way of getting up there, or getting down into the engine room if you want to come down here from the upper deck. But in particular, you might have heard my knees clicking there. One of my favourite features down here is this. How often have you seen a boat that's still motoring now, where the throttle is controlled by these traditional chains and cables? Look at that. So this red stick here is a backup for the clutch, so you can use this to go forward or astern if for whatever reason, in the unlikely event the other main system's failed. And over here, that's the backup throttle control. So if for whatever reason something did go wrong, you can have somebody down here with a handheld radio. You can tell them which way they need to go, forward, astern, how fast, and they can do that from here. So yeah, another one of my favourite features. Thanks for joining me on this favourite features tour. I hope it gave you a bit of an informal insight. You know, these videos, in terms of the videos that I upload to Boat Boy, are all about just showing you around in an informal, casual way. If you want to see the full yacht tour, then you have to head over to my other channel, Yacht Boy. You'll find the link for that in the video description. A huge thank you to the owner for letting me come on board and show you around. If you've got access to a boat you'd like me to feature on my YouTube channel, then feel free to get in contact with me. Link in the description, you know what to do. And also, at the time of making this video, this boat is currently listed for sale. What an opportunity to buy a piece of maritime history in such impeccable condition. You know where to go if you want to find out more about that. In the meantime, thanks for watching. Don't forget to give the video a like, please, because it means that more people on YouTube will get to see it. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, fair winds and following seas.